when we're all online. There's not enough speed for all of us.
So the only solution is one of us has to move out. It can't be Mom because
my salary.
Your mom's very successful. Jake?
I'm the only one that laughs at your jokes.
Thanks, pal. Lisa?
I get straight A's.
Yeah, but it's 4th grade. Can't be Sally because...
I'm 6 years old.
So it's me.
Bye, Daddy.
T-Mobile home internet slows down when you need it most. Get faster, more reliable internet speeds for everyone with Spectrum.
Eyewitness News with live breaking news.
Now at 11, we have breaking news. A heartbreaking story unfolding in the Mid-Wilshire area. A woman is killed and a 6-year-old critically hurt after they were struck by a truck. We're live on the scene.
We're waiting for the sentencing of a Lancaster mother and her boyfriend for the murder and torture of her son, Anthony Avalos. Many of you in our streaming audience have been watching the emotional victim impact statements over the past hour. Irene Cruz is monitoring the developments from the courtroom.
And we are remembering singer and civil rights activist Harry Belafonte. Our George Pinocchio will join us with a look back at his legendary career. Good morning. This is Eyewitness News at 11 a.m. live on ABC 7, Hulu, and wherever you stream. I'm Giovanna Latta.
And I'm Philip Palmer. We start with that breaking news. Police say the 30-year-old woman and the 6-year-old girl who were hit in a crosswalk while crossing the street just before 8 this morning.
Eyewitness News reporter Leo Stallworth is live on the scene with the latest from investigators. Leo.
Yes, my friend, investigators are here at the scene. The coroner just arrived. You can see the coroner's vehicle right there. The pickup truck involved in the tragic accident just over there in the corner next to the building where it slammed into the building. The tragic accident happening in the crosswalk here at Colgate before 8 this morning. Police say the victim walking a 6-year-old child to school in the crosswalk. She got within 50 feet of the front gate to the school when police say the driver of a white pickup truck hit her in the crosswalk before slamming the vehicle into an apartment building. Police say the victim was sent airborne. Upon being hit, sadly, they report she was killed. The child taken to a hospital in critical condition. The driver of the pickup truck transported to a hospital. That person's condition unknown. Here's more from police who talked to witnesses.
From what we got from witnesses, they just described pure chaos as the truck struck the apartment building. And officers were pretty quick to respond and took that driver into custody and transported him to a local hospital. Again, what the motive is, the rate of speed, and exactly what went through that driver's mind is under investigation at this time.
And again, here at the scene, the coroner just arrived. Investigators are still actively doing their work to piece this tragedy together to determine exactly how this unfolded and why. So this remains under investigation. Live in the Mid-Wilshire District, Leo Stallworth, ABC 7 Eyewitness News. Back to you.
Okay, Leo, thank you. A Lancaster mother and her boyfriend are in a courtroom awaiting their sentence for the 2018 death of her son, 10-year-old Anthony Avalos, who died of blunt force trauma.
Eyewitness News reporter Irene Cruz joins us from the newsroom with the latest. Irene.
Well, Philip, Giovanna, tears and so much emotion in the courtroom today. The family members of Anthony Avalos have been speaking out this past hour, and we are waiting for the sentence to come down any moment now. In March, Heather Barron and her boyfriend, Kareem Leyva, were found guilty of first-degree murder and torture of Barron's 10-year-old son, Anthony Avalos. He died in 2018 from severe dehydration and blunt force trauma. Anthony's body showed multiple bruises, cuts, and possible burn marks. The judge said evidence showed Barron and Leyva, quote, hurt Anthony for pleasure and worked together to abuse him. The judge adding Barron and Leyva tried to deceive authorities about what happened. Leyva was seen smiling in the courtroom. Family members spoke about Anthony and had this message for Barron and Leyva.
You took someone I saw as a brother, someone I grew up with, someone I shared so many memories with, someone I had so much love for. I want you to imagine being 10 and finding out your cousin was murdered and tortured by the monster you used to call Aunt.
It has been 5 long years without my brother, my best friend, and my whole world, Anthony Avalos. After
According to the judge, Barron waited until Anthony was dead on the floor before calling 911. They were also convicted of 2 counts of child abuse involving Anthony's 2 half-siblings. Again, we are waiting for that sentence to officially be announced. Philip, Giovanna?
Okay, Irene, thank you. Barrier-breaking entertainer and activist Harry Belafonte has died today at the age of 96.
Belafonte died at his home in Manhattan of congestive heart failure.
Our entertainment guru, George Pinocchio, joins us now to look back at the lasting legacy he's left behind.
Well,
George.
Certainly a legend in show business and beyond. Harry Belafonte won a Grammy, an Emmy, a Tony, and an honorary Oscar over the course of his decades-long career. But despite his many successes in the entertainment world, Belafonte saw himself first and foremost as a warrior for social justice. Harry Belafonte rose to fame as an entertainer in the 1950s, enjoying success in the music world and then on stage and on screen. He made acting history twice as the first black man to win a Tony Award. His breakthrough album, Calypso, was the first LP ever to sell 1 million copies. Oh, island in the sun, built to me by my father's hand. But Belafonte saw himself first and foremost as a civil rights warrior. From his close friendship with Martin Luther King Jr. to his humanitarian work later in life, Belafonte remained a crusader for social justice till the end. In 1985, he helped organize USA for Africa, singing on the Grammy-winning single, We Are the World. Belafonte was named a UNICEF Goodwill Ambassador in 1987.
These things kept emerging, and each time I saw opportunity to become involved in what their struggle and our struggle was about, and felt I'd make as big a difference as I could.
In 2014, his humanitarian work led him to receiving an honorary Oscar, the Jean Hersholt Humanitarian Award from the Motion Picture Academy. Of course, Harry Belafonte is being remembered by many in the entertainment and activism community. John Legend said, if you think about what it means to be an artist and an activist, he was literally the epitome of what that was. Blair Underwood tweeted, he was a beacon of light, love, and a warrior for justice who inspired millions more than he could ever have known. And Reverend Al Sharpton wrote, he was a culture-changing entertainer, a history-changing activist, and an unmatchable intellectual. Rest in peace and power, Mr. B. Philip, Giovanna?
A life well lived. George, thank you so much. As we continue here at 11 a.m., he claimed to be a doctor, seeing thousands of patients.
But one big problem. He didn't have a life.